Solomon's Temple. Revealing look at its grandeur and mysteries. Explore the wonders of Solomon's Temple. The captivating tale of Solomon's unwavering commitment to build a house of glazed truth. Within the profound narrative of Solomon's Temple, there exist fascinating details that every Christian should acquaint themselves with. We delve into 5 intriguing facts that shed light on the grandeur of Solomon's sacred project. The temple's extravagance. Solomon embarked on his divine mission to construct the temple without sparing any expense. In his quest for unparalleled craftsmanship, he sought out the finest materials. High-quality stones, for instance, were generously provided by King Hiram of Tyre, a cherished fond of Solomon. To facilitate the transportation of wood, ingenious methods were employed. Timber was deftly transported via water and stood wafts to Joppa, then skillfully carried by land to the hallowed site in Jerusalem. Silent craftsmanship. A remarkable aspect of the temple's construction was the resounding absence of noise. Amidst the grand endeavor, the tranquility of the site was preserved as a sacred silence enveloped the process. The temple's construction site was devoid of the clanging of hammers, the striking of axes, or the resonating sounds of iron tools. More meticulously hewn and pre-prepared stone blocks were used in the building. This remarkable dedication to maintaining an environment of sacred serenity underscores the devotion to the temple's construction. Dimensions of grandeur. Solomon's architectural masterpiece, the temple, boasted dimensions that spoke of grandeur and magnificence. Its foundation stretched to 60 cubits in length, 20 cubits in width, and so to a height of 30 cubits. At the entrance stood a majestic porch, 20 cubits in length and projecting 10 bits from the temple's facade. To provide a contemporary perspective, these dimensions translate into approximately 2,700 square feet. Ornate design and golden splendor. Solomon's discerning eye for beauty is evident in the lavish embellishments adorning the temple. The building was bedecked with resplendent stones and shimmering gold, a testament to the king's dedication to creating a sanctuary that radiated divine grandeur. The intricate beauty of the temple was evident in its paneling with cypress wood overlaid with fine gold. Craftsmen carved exquisite palm trees and chain work, enhancing the temple's ethereal allure. Precious stones further adorned the sanctuary, and the gold used for these embellishments was the finest from the land of Parham. The price of grandeur. The cost of Solomon's Temple, when translated to modern terms, is estimated to be a staggering $3 to $6 billion to cover the monumental debt accrued to the construction. Solomon had to cede 20 tons in Galilee to King Hiram. The sacrifice demonstrates the immense financial dedication required for the realization of this divine project. Solomon's Temple stands as a testament to human craftsmanship inspired by divine devotion. It's a testament to the enduring quest for spiritual sanctity and eternal significance. The grandeur of this architectural marvel and the stories woven within its walls continue to captivate the hearts and minds of believers, serving as a testament to the unwavering faith of those who build in the name of God. The marvel of Solomon's Temple. Construction and divine selection. The construction of Solomon's Temple was a monumental undertaking, bringing together thousands of skilled laborers from across the land of Israel. And King Solomon's wise leadership, this sacred edifice was brought to life, and the process was a testimony to the dedication of both its builders and their purpose. Colossal labor force. The endeavor began with King Solomon rallying an impressive workforce of 40,000 men who hailed from all corners of Israel. These laborers were divided into shifts, with 10,000 of them working in Lebanon for 1 month, while the remaining 2 months were spent in their respective homes. To oversee this vast labor force, 3,300 foremen were appointed. In addition to these dedicated laborers, 70,000 individuals were tasked with carrying burdens, while 80,000 others were engaged in the arduous task of quarrying stones for the men. Remarkably, an additional 3,300 chiefs of Solomon's deputies were entrusted with supervising the people toiling in this monumental effort. To Solomon's director was Tyre Large, the combined workforce of Solomon's builders, within the skilled Gabalites, bought this vision carrying timber and stones to raise the magnificent temple. A divine choice. Solomon's temple stands as a testament to God's divine selection of King Solomon as its builder. The vision for constructing the temple did not originate with Solomon, but had been a profound desire in the heart of his father, King David. During his reign, David resided in a royal palace and was deeply concerned about the condition of the aging, portable tabernacle, which had served as the sacred dwelling for the Ark of the Covenant. King David's aspiration was not just to create a permanent sanctuary for God, but also to provide a fitting resting place for the Ark of the Covenant. As he expressed, "I had it in my heart to build a house as a place of rest for the Ark of the Covenant of the Lord." However, God in his wisdom chose Solomon to be the vessel through which this divine edifice would be erected. While David's heart was filled with the desire to build a temple, God had other plans, so his favor and guidance led to the divine selection of Solomon as the one who would undertake this sacred endeavor. Solomon was not merely a successor to King Saul. He was a vital link in God's plan to establish a royal lineage that would ultimately bring forth the promised Messiah, Jesus Christ. David's rise from a shepherd in the fields to the throne was a reminder of God's divine orchestration. David's intentions to build the temple were nil, but God revealed a different path, emphasizing that in need of a dwelling, the construction of Solomon's temple was not only a feat of architectural excellence, but also a testament to divine wisdom and purpose. It stands as a lasting tribute to the enduring devotion and faith of the Israelites in their pursuit of God's presence and entity. The divine covenant, our royal dynasty, and the magnificent temple. Throughout the pages of history, God's covenants and divine covenant have been exemplified in the promises made to his chosen people. In the case of King David, these promises took the form of a royal dynasty and a magnificent temple, standing as a testament to the enduring faith and devotion of the Israelites. The divine covenant of kingship. The divine covenant between David is a remarkable example of God's intricate plans and promises. It all began with God's declaration that David's role in life was to be the provider and leader of God's people, Israel. From the moment God appointed leaders over his people, the destiny of David being his descendants was set. These leaders would guide Israel, and God promised to provide them with respite from their enemies, safeguarding them from harm. But the covenant did not stop there. God revealed the profound plan. When his days were over, and he rested with his ancestors, God would raise up an offspring, David's own flesh and blood, to succeed him. This successor would not only establish a kingdom, but build a house, a temple in God's name. The throne of this kingdom would be everlasting, and God himself would be a father to this king, while the king would be God's son. A significant aspect of this divine covenant was that even if this future king were to err and commit wrongdoing, God's enduring love would never waver. A rebuke and discipline might follow, but God's love would remain constant. As a result, David's house, kingdom, and throne would endure forever, with her everlasting presence before God. The fulfillment of this covenant began with David's son Solomon, who constructed the majestic temple, ushering in a golden era for Israel. However, it extended far beyond Solomon, finding its ultimate fulfillment in Jesus, the descendant of David and the heir to the throne. The divine covenant underscored the depth of God's plan and his unwavering commitment to his people. The astonishing temple was Solomon's crowning achievement. The temple was not just a place for sacrifices, but also a profound symbol meant to inspire the people of Israel. It stood as a testament to their rejection of the idols worshipped in surrounding nations and an indication of harmful Canaanite practices. Solomon, David's son, took on the monumental task of building this grand edifice. Solomon was not alone in inheritor of his father's kingdom and vast wealth, but also an accumulator of an immense personal fortune. His ambition led to the development of this awe-inspiring structure. Solomon's reign not only united the Israelite tribes, but also led to the capture of Jerusalem. Here, on Mount Moriah, Solomon selected the site for the future temple. This remarkable accomplishment served as a beacon of hope and faith for the Israelites, signifying their allegiance to God and their rejection of the practices of the nations surrounding them. The construction of the temple, an iconic symbol of God's presence among his people, was not merely an architectural feat, a reflection of religion commitment to their offense. The divine covenant with David, the eternal promise of a royal dynasty. A magnificent temple exemplified God's constant guidance, unwavering love, an intricate influence. The magnificent temple, a testament of faith and devotion. The construction of the temple, often regarded as King Solomon's crowning achievement, stands as a remarkable testament to the unwavering faith and devotion of the Israelites. The story of the temple's creation is interwoven with divine guidance, sacrifice, and a grand celebration, encapsulating the essence of faith and devotion. Divine guidance in the choice of Mount Moriah. The remarkable tale of the temple's construction begins with the divine guidance provided to King David. The site chosen for the temple was none other than Mount Moriah, a place of profound significance in biblical history. This sacred mount was the very location where God had wanted a profound test of faith. God had instructed Abraham to take his beloved son, Isaac, and journey to the region of Moriah. There, he was to offer Isaac as a burnt offering on a mountain that God would reveal. This demonstration of faith set the stage for the sacred significance of Mount Moriah, the reign of Solomon and commencement of temple construction. The construction of the temple took place during the reign of King Solomon, the son of David. Solomon's rule spanned from 970 to 930 B. But it was during his reign that the construction of the temple began, specifically. Detailed accounts of the temple's construction can be found in the books of 1 Kings chapters 5 to 8 and 2 Chronicles chapters 2 to 4. These accounts provide a wealth of information describing the temple's measurements, architectural elements, and the grandeur of the project. The temple was not just an ordinary edifice. It was a marvel of architecture and a testament to the Israelites' dedication to their faith. The descriptions found in 1 Kings 6 reveal a structure adorned with windows high up in the walls, intricately designed side rooms, and quarried stone. The temple featured a grand stairway leading to 3 levels with panels, lavish flooring, exquisite carvings, and an interior adorned with gold overlay. The essentially housed on Jubin, masterful hafted from Olid, a grand celebration. The temple's completion. The inauguration of the temple was marked by a grand celebration of unprecedented scale. In 953, King Solomon declared a vast inauguration celebration to dedicate the newly constructed temple. The ceremony included a profound dedication offering of 22,000 oxen and 120,000 yams. The celebration extended to a 14-day feast, demonstrating the significance of this momentous event. Solomon's dedication prayer was a poignant blend of praise and exaltation of God, coupled with words of encouragement for the people. In his prayer, he expressed gratitude for God's unwavering faithfulness to his covenant people. He provided hope for the future, assuring the people that God would hear them from the temple, making it a sanctuary for all, even those from other nations who wished to pray. The dedication prayer, as recorded in 2 Chronicles chapter 7 verse 1-6, exemplified the depth of devotion and faith in God. It is important to note that Solomon made it clear that the temple was not meant to confine God within its walls. Instead, it was a place of worship, devotion, and communion with the divine. The temple's inauguration was marked by a profound moment when fire came down from heaven, consuming the offerings, and the glory of the Lord filled the temple. This divine manifestation left the priests unable to enter the temple, and the people knelt in worship, acknowledging God's goodness and enduring love. The temple's construction was a monumental testament to the Israelites' devotion and their commitment to their faith, a reflection of their unwavering connection with the divine. It served as a physical representation of their devotion, a sanctuary where they could commune with God, and a symbol of their unwavering faith throughout history. The majesty and destiny of Solomon's temple. Solomon's temple, a marvel of faith and devotion, symbolized the unwavering connection between God and his people. Beyond its architectural grandeur, this sacred edifice held profound spiritual significance. The divine abode. King Solomon's vision for the temple was clear: to create a space where God's presence would reside. However, it was the martyr Stephen who, in the New Testament, reminded us that God does not dwell in temples built with human hands. In Solomon's temple, the absence of idols was striking instead. It was a place solely dedicated to praising God. At its heart was the Ark of the Covenant, accompanied by the mercy seat, a constant reminder of Scripture's need for salvation in God. The temple was a physical manifestation of faith, a sanctuary for worship devoid of any symbols of man's attempt to replace the wolf. Divine. A piece de divine. The temple's inception. The construction of Solomon's temple began as a testament to divine guidance. The site chosen for this extraordinary edifice was Mount Moriah, where God had once appeared to Abraham in a profound test of faith. This choice bestowed an unparalleled sacred significance upon the temple. The construction in 966, during the reign of Solomon, marking the start of an ambitious endeavor. Detailed descriptions of the temple's creation are documented in the books of 1 Kings and 2 Chronicles, revealing an architectural masterpiece, the marvel of architecture. Solomon's temple was not merely a house of worship, it was a masterpiece of architecture and a symbol of the people's devotion. It held in 1 Kings 6 and narrates its design intricacies. The temple featured wearing stars, with colors intricate to letter deer, all of wood and jupiter doors added to its grandeur. The temple's meticulous design embodied the people's unwavering faith and dedication to their Creator. The grand celebration, the completion of the temple, was celebrated with unparalleled grandeur. In 115th King Solomon declared an inauguration celebration, which included a dedication offering of 22,000 oxen and 100 rams. A 14-day feast followed, symbolizing the temple's profound significance. Solomon's dedication prayer was a moving blend of praise, exaltation of God, and encouragement to the people. He assured them that God would hear their prayers from the temple, making it a sanctuary for all, even those from other nations who wished to seek the divine. The inauguration ceremony climaxed when fire descended from heaven, consuming the offerings and filling the temple with the glory of the Lord. The temple's legacy. Solomon's temple stood as a powerful testament to faith and devotion, but ultimately met a dramatic fate. As Solomon's heart drifted from God, the nation faced a decline, resulting in its division into 2, with alternative places of worship in Bethel and Dan. Idolatry became a part of Israel's spiritual culture, a stark contrast to the temple's original purpose. Over time, the temple's wealth and significance waned. Jeremiah 25 prophesied the temple's destruction. Amid 587, the Babylonians, led by King Nebuchadnezzar, razed it. The second temple was later rebuilt on the same site, expanded by Herod during the 1st century AD. However, this too met its demise when the Romans, under Emperor Vespasian, destroyed it during the siege of Jerusalem in AD 70. Today, only a fragment of the retaining wall remains, known as the Western Wall or the Wailing Wall. Solomon's legacy and enduring significance of the temple serve as a testament to faith, devotion, and the eternal connection between God and His people. It is a story of grandeur and humility, ambition and repentance, and a reminder of the enduring faith that transcends time and generations.